Now that I have access to pickaxe, I can finally start searching for new minerals. Here's a quick clip of the mining sound, just for the record, that I've been listening to for the past 1 hour. You can just turn off your brain and hit the ground. But here's the problem. The minerals I need are in the dark forest area, where dangerous great dwarf tree creatures lurk, and also big, blue, 8-meter trolls live. There are also skeletons and the sound of swords drawing attention to other enemies, which then complicates the situation. But that's not all. I must build melting furnace so that I can even use tin and copper, which become bronze. And from them new weapons, tools and armor. A big update before I go challenge our forest elder. But I had a really brilliant idea. Since I want the road to be clear, I decided to make a nature or forest path towards the elder whereabouts. You can call me crazy or stupid, but sorry, I just am. On the other hand, this turned out to be quite a resource consuming, also more giving trip that I came up with. And before I start telling you how it goes and what I found, the first thing I found was copper vein nearby. With a new search, I started mining copper, and monsters occasionally came to interfere with my work. But the blue troll came and beat me. And I don't need to tell you what happened to him in the next confrontation. But if the Valheim wiki is right, this first troll who died before I could destroy Elder, my survival might be much more challenging if I don't improve my defenses before I even start moving on from defeating the second Forsaken. And at the same time, I went over what the troll is weak for, and in that knowledge it said Pierce features work on them, and their weak point is the head, if you can ever aim at it closely with the bow. Now that I have beaten the troll, I can't help but spend time upgrading resources and many weapons. I went to explore the nearest dungeon, which I found ages ago, then made visiting the dark forest a routine. So I started making the path, but because survival means kick in a lot, so I'm making bases or resting places when I make a path to the Elder for once. Now that I have explained miscellaneously about my experiences, let me explain my work list. 1. Look for tin and copper. 2. Make a path to the Elder while creating rest points along the way. 3. Collect a lot of tin. And 4. Collect a lot core woods. This process requires long patience, and since the mountains are in my way, it requires a lot of time, and I guess I risk making new bed in some small tent or resting place along the way if I happen to die from a blow from Grey Dwarf, Troll or Skeleton. But that's not all yet. I'll also go through upcoming dungeons that I'll find along the way. To make traveling in Valheim easier, I need many startling cores to make portals. And then find several copper points and build good armor. And I suspect I'll have to go far and across the ocean if I want more resources. This story became more of a resource gathering and camping updating story because I want to equip myself well before I go challenge the Elder. This was a little story about my Valheim update. The next part won't come until I properly equipped, arrived at the Elder summoning place and challenged him. So I'm hoping for a little patience for the next part release. Thank you so much for watching and your patience. This Valheim is longer than I expected, and of course making stories about them and collecting all the clips for the story is not easy task. And how I am going to tell about them is going to be a lot more difficult. This is a new field for me, so I'm wishing a great patience, and of course if there are some a little bit drawbacks here and there, just let me know in comments down below, because with these comments it doesn't just help with the algorithm, but it also helps me to see mistakes or a little bit hiccups in the writing or explaining stuff, because after all English is not my main language. So explaining things and translating them is going to be a lot fun and time consuming. But I do my best as I can. If you want to support my work, you are free to hit the subscribe button, and of course leave the comments down below, so it also help with the algorithm shenanigans. And of course, what you think about Valheim. Thank you so much for watching. My name is LuckyMias205, and I see you next time. Please take care of yourself and have a good day.